Hello.
Hi.
It's Kim and Jen. Kim and Jen from Fleece and Harmony in Belfast, Prince Edward Island.
We look like we're up to something.
We're not though.
Oh no.
We're just very excited about something in the shop update.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's true.
So, welcome back. If you've been here before.
Yes, and not to interrupt, but we want to say we're very thankful that you're here.
Yes, we are. Very thankful.
I don't think we've told everybody lately how much we love them.
Yeah. Spread the love.
And we
Spread
do,
the love.
We do.
Yeah.
We're very, very thankful that we haven't have anybody listening to us prattle on weekly. Imagine.
They seem to come back. Good. If you haven't been here before, hold on to your seat. You're in for the ride. You're in for a ride. Okay. This will go everywhere. It's supposed to. It's a knitting podcast.
Yeah, it's a knitting podcast.
Sometimes we just don't have time to knit. But we have been knitting this week.
We have.
So you won't be disappointed.
Indeed.
We're going to talk about knitting. So we always start with a farm update. So that's what we're going to do. And we had a bit of excitement on the farm this week.
Nothing new, but always exciting when it happens. Invigorating.
Yes, nothing like get that rush of adrenaline going. So we have grass, which is great.
Oh,
By the way, we had frost this morning.
No, I planted.
Yes.
Nobody told me.
Heavy frost. It was 1 degree with heavy frost.
Are my bee balm okay?
I don't know. I didn't look at your bee balms. But for sure,
really,
it was white, heavy frost.
This is episode 46.
Yeah.
And it's going to air on June 12th.
Yeah.
And we're talking about heavy. I didn't see any frost.
Yeah.
Well, I must have slept in.
Okay. I mean, the sun came up and it disappeared almost immediately. And it went from, when I opened my eyes this morning, it was 1 degree Celsius. And by the time we went out to do the chores, it was up to 10 or 12. So within a span of an hour and a half, it gained
was
that
this on
much
the
weight.
news?
Yeah. And on our phone, the warnings and stuff like that. So
I miss everything. Yeah. You know, I don't...
They don't call it January for nothing.
1 degree, middle of June.
And, you know, the old timers around here say, don't plant your garden until June 15th.
No. Oh, yeah, they do.
That's right.
They do too, because everybody else says the first full moon in June. But that was a week ago now.
Yeah. But they say here June 15th.
And they get to be right again.
Every year.
No, not every year. Not every year we have frost and 1 degree on June 10th.
Surprisingly enough, we talked about earlier in other podcasts that we don't have mud. We didn't have mud season this year.
That's true.
Because there's a lot of mud. And if you're not familiar with the mud on PEI, when the soil has a lot of clay in it, and when it gets wet, it's literally like chocolate pudding.
We do want to go on record because people always say never or always or whatever, and we do want to go on record as saying, indeed, there was no mud season, and we are very thankful, universe. Thank you.
However,
acknowledging it. Okay.
The other thing that's happening, which is a bit unusual and good in a way, is that we've been getting sun and rain and sun and rain and sun and rain, so we actually have grass.
Which good boodle of it. I had to mow twice already, and it was so much material that came off in the mower. It clogged it and it stalled. And
so sometimes it's like super wet but warm, and the grass grows, but you don't have bright sunny days, and so it's kind of and then all of a sudden the sun comes out one day and it grows a foot.
You need both,
which is no good for sheep.
Yeah, you need moisture and heat.
Yes.
Sunlight,
in moderation for both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Rain all night, sun all day. Yeah. That'd be perfect.
So now what's happened is this year, it's really the first year in a long time that the grass is growing steady, at a steady pace, but moderately.
It's lovely.
Yeah. So all our sheep are out on pasture. Some are in places where they
weren't intended to be, but they're a lot smarter than their owners.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I had to go. I don't know what. Don't worry. Just a tickle in my throat.
Just a random cough. Okay.
Just a random cough.
I'm not nervous.
No. Okay. So what happened was the other day. So when the grass starts to grow, we start moving the sheep around. For anybody that hasn't heard the story before, because now we're at spring number 2 since we started this, the second spring.
So far, I like this one better.
Yeah, so we do rotational grazing. So we have temporary fencing that we put out in strips into the fields, and we let the sheep eat a strip. Then we move it to the next strip over, and so that they're on fresh grass every second or third day or so. So that's what we've been doing. And these fences are electrified, but for the most part, they're inside perimeter fencing as well. So our sheep are well protected. And,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we were debating 2 days ago if we should move the ewes out to the big field. And we were saying, oh yeah, well, we'll leave them where they are for another couple days. So we had agreed we were going to leave them where they were for another couple days.
They, of course, heard this conversation.
They heard this. How they knew. Anyway, on the last day before we move them, they have to eat the stuff that they don't like to eat. So every time you move them to
leftovers.
Right. So every time you move them to a new part of the pasture, it's like, you remember when you were a kid and your mom went for groceries once a week or once every 2 weeks and you ate all the good stuff on the first 2 days? That's what they do too.
Yeah. So
they are never very happy on the third day, even though their bellies are full and they've got lots of food. They just have the vegetables. They don't have.
They're like, where's the candy? Where's the dandelions?
Yeah.
Where's the trefoil?
Right.
Where's all the good stuff? What is this? Grass?
Yeah.
We don't eat that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Unless we're forced to.
Right.
So they were on the last day. We were going to move them the next day. And there's a gate that we use. And we use like flexible fencing. And you move one panel and then the other panel sticks in. You're okay. You have like a gate. But the fence was configured in such a way that there was 2 panels that had to be moved to close after they went out to where their third day meal was. And Ken yelled at me, "Don't do that yourself. I'll be over there to help." And he'd left, the electricity was still on it. So I figured, well, if it's still electrified, I'll just touch it by the parts that are safe to touch, because I'm not really that worried about getting hit by the electricity. It's strong for sheep, but not strong for me with rubber boots and everything on. But one of the panels dropped.
Oh, I didn't know that part. You said they charged you.
Well, they did when the panel dropped. So then they could see
they ran over
they ran over it, through it. It's not good to have an independent thinker in a flock of sheep. Anyway, I think it was Sweet Marie.
She's always the hungriest.
Yeah,
she's also the largest.
Yes. Yes.
She barrels through. Oh my gosh. That's who did it to me last summer down there.
Right. So she went through.
She knows that trick. And now that I know it's her, that was totally on purpose. They saw you come in. She had already told everybody.
Yeah. So plan. She's just stay back for a second.
Don't worry, girls, I got this.
When I go through the gap, just hang back. And when she gets all flustered and tries to pick up the second panel, you can make her run for it.
Yeah.
So that's what they did. But I didn't yell or anything. I just quickly went, we're well back from the road. So there was there was big patches of grass like close by. So I thought they would just stop there.
No. But they flooded out into the backyard going every which way. And I was up at the horse ring with Ken. He's helping me fix something with the harrow because I'm trying to get all the weeds out of our riding ring.
Yeah.
Not that we'll necessarily have time to ride, but every spring the dream comes alive.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I'm like, and it's not good to get too excited around Ken because he'll panic and think something really bad happened. So I was just like, Ken, what? And I was like, did we leave sheep there this morning? And he's like, oh,
because he told me not to do it.
Kim, that's what he said.
Yeah.
There was no doubt who the culprit was. Anyway, they all filed into the field we were going to move them into eventually.
The next day. Yeah.
That we were going to move them into the next day. Yes. So we just went and got the gates and locked them up and then had to set up the water. And they did us a huge favor. They moved themselves.
Right.
Way to go, Sweet Marie.
And there's always a big discussion about how much protection we have to do. Because it's quite a big, it's probably, I don't know, 400 meters.
Well, they have to go across the driveway and it's not like
next door.
It's not a fun move.
So we do all of these precautions. We put up temporary fencing. We get a bucket. We make sure somebody goes with them. We try to keep them contained. And that we obviously don't have to do that anymore.
She just let her rip. And they all went right where they were supposed to go.
They just went right over there.
Yeah, not the case last year when they got out. They went into the aisle and literally scattered to the four corners of the wind. And if you recall, if you saw that episode, the farrier was down in the field with me. And I did the exact same thing. Oh, I'll just move this quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know why. and they really charged at me.
Yeah.
And and the farrier was like, "That wasn't on purpose, right?" No. There's sheep in the yard, in your house's yard, is never on purpose.
Yeah, that's right.
Loose sheep are never on purpose.
Yeah. Anyway, so that Sweet Marie,
it was her last year.
She's too smart. I was gonna say for her own good, but they're out all around, and we can see them now in the mill, which we love.
Which is
when
nice.
they're
She's like a linebacker. Yeah. She's quite the sheep.
She would have bowled me over. She's got, she's kind of short and squat.
There's no stopping her.
Yeah.
She's very strong.
Yeah. And has a mind of her own, apparently. So that was the excitement for this.
The funny thing is, she's called Sweet Marie. The reason she has a name is because she was born this horrible little runt. Yeah. She had one bendy leg.
Yeah.
She looked like the creatures in the War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
On those big spindles and not like really, and like one was turned out, and I thought, oh God, this one's
not going to make it.
She is as robust as they come.
Yeah.
Definitely.
She's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very healthy.
Saved her good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a farm update. So just a little, that just gets your blood pumping in the morning.
Right.
So that's okay.
It was actually great. I mean, they just went into
and it was a beautiful day.
And they went right where we wanted them.
Yeah.
So
we got the water
from them.
Yeah. So now they're out to pasture.
Okay. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So nobody's in the barn anymore. So
that's
we always
great.
like that.
Yeah.
Because it's good.
All right. Perfect.
All right. So that's that. So we have whips. Where's your whips?
Whip it good. I have whips. Do you want me to talk about my whips?
Do you want me to talk first, or do you?
I like to go first. Always.
Okay.
Mine will be quick. That's what I always say.
So we're quick on this podcast.
Yeah, I did start the Tarradale hat.
Yeah.
Now I have to tell you, after seeing Roman again last episode, the way Lynette designed it.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Very inspirational. Beautiful. This hat is beautiful. I'm going to show the little slideshow again.
So in the last episode, you were saying that you weren't sure this was the brim or the crown.
I know. So I was taking a pause there while I was showing them what this hat looks like. Because I think, honestly, this book by Kate Davies has got to be one of the most beautiful hat books. I mean, there's some stunning designs in here, and I would count this among them. This is actually the brim, the crown.
Yeah.
So I was kind of making a joke, but I actually did have it upside down in my mind. So what happens is you knit these two large swaths of stockinette separately.
That looks like it would be very fun and relaxing to knit.
Oh, I'm loving it, but I'm getting to a tricky part, I'm going to say.
Okay.
So, and then you fold it in like this, and then you do something. Nobody knows what. Despite reading the instructions several times, I think it's one of those things where you're going to have to be there. There's not a video. There's a pictorial tutorial.
Oh, okay.
But you fold it like this, and then you do a magic, and it makes like a twisted crown here. And then you join these two together and commence the double knitting.
Oh, okay. I can see how that would work. So this is
the inside of the hat, but I don't know how this attaches into a ball up here, like into a, like I get the twisting part. Like you take the provisional cast on off, and then you kind of rotate everything.
Yeah. And
it makes this crown.
Right.
Like this. But I'm not sure, is it just open like that, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know if you sew this up.
I'm sure that...
I know. I've read the instructions. I still don't know. Anyway.
Can you see both colors on the top?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. But this is, in fact, the crown. I kind of made a sarcastic joke, like, I don't know, maybe it's not. But wait now. So when I figured that out, seriously, I had to start over.
Oh.
Because I had looked at it and thought, well, that's too big for my head.
Oh.
And I went down in needle size. Yeah. And it actually is supposed to be big and balloony to allow all that lovely riching and whatever. So I had to rip it all out and do it all.
So you've knit quite a bit.
I ripped it right back to the cast on. You better believe it. Oh. And then but you know why it's so fast? Because I'm using my Chiago shorties.
Yeah.
So I reknit all of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went right back. Also, super proud moment. I ripped it all the way back to the crocheted provisional, but salvaged the crochet.
Wow.
It can be done.
Yeah.
It can be done, because that's the worst part. 108 stitches of crochet. And I never pick the right yarn to do that with. It's not smooth at all.
No,
it's going to be a
nightmare. You think you saved it, but I'm looking at it thinking
it's going to be a nightmare to pick it up.
You should have come and got a little
cotton or something. I know.
Yeah.
Terrible decision.
Right.
Horrible decision. Okay.
So that's going to be lovely.
I made bad choices.
It looks nice.
I think it's an amazing, I think it's just beautiful. I love the snowflake motif.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's...
What?
Oh my God.
What? Is it a bug?
There was a spider.
Well, where is it now?
I killed it.
Oh. Now it's going to rain.
Oh my God, I'm going to have to adjust the sound levels on that.
All right.
Oh my God, it was right on my
lap.
lap.
You don't have any poisonous spiders here, right?
Oh God.
Yeah. All right. You're red.
Allow me to continue.
Yeah. Are you cutting that out? No. You have to leave it in.
We'll scare the dickens out of everybody. Scare the dickens out of everybody.
Right.
So sorry. Oh.
Right.
The trauma.
It's as if you never saw a spider before.
It was right on my leg.
Oh, okay. It was the size of a tarantula? I
I
can't
have a
even see
headache. I squished it with my flip-flop.
That little tiny spot over there?
Yeah, that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dead. Sorry.
Looks like
I
a
know
crumb.
some people save spiders, but that thing attacked.
Please don't write. Obviously, it was in a moment of high anxiety. Please don't write.
I really love people who take the spiders outside.
Yeah.
I am not one of those people. Sorry. Next up. Oh, my mascara, everything.
Oh,
there were tears.
Yeah.
Tears of terror. Okay. So, this is my Sunday cardigan.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
You could try it on because you've got one sleeve.
I could. I love it. No surprise to anyone. I have a little story about this though.
Uh-oh.
A wee debacle. I
Yeah.
could never, well, I can't knit
Oh, it's
something
really nice.
and not have a debacle. So I still have to sew down the collar. This is the sleeve. The sleeves are designed extra long, but I think this is perfection.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's
I
really nice.
love it. And I didn't add anything to the length as I mentioned last time. It's just going to be a cute little jaunty kind of first date sweater.
Yeah.
Okay. If anyone was going on a date during COVID, good luck with that. So I'm really really close,
Yeah.
but I had to stop and let me tell you a little story.
Oh.
So if you recall when I started this, I was like, bold move, didn't swatch, pat, 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 I'm such a warrior, blah, blah, blah. Forgetting, of course, that there are two reasons to swatch. For fit,
Yeah.
and also to make sure you have the correct quantity of yarn.
Right.
So, not so much on the second point.
Right.
However,
Luckily, we own a mill.
no, not even.
Oh.
That wouldn't even have saved me because this is a Garfield Grizzly.
Oh,
There was no getting more. So, you know, and then when I started making this, I was like, we have so much of this left and I've got enough for someone else to make a sweater. Well, thankfully, the other person who decided to make this bought 5 of the 6 balls I listed.
Oh, okay.
And I'm using the 6th one now to finish this thing.
Oh.
So I forget who the person was. So if you followed my horrible advice and didn't swatch and think you're going to run out.
Oh, okay. So she's going to need more than 5 because
Well,
that's
I
your
don't
6th.
know. Well, yeah. Well, this is my 5th. We're making
Oh,
different
okay.
sizes. But
Okay.
anyway, I forget who it was. But to that person, I just want you to know that I feel you. And you're welcome to whatever I have left on this one if you were foolish like I was and didn't swatch. You have to swatch for the quantity of yarn you're going to use. Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's part of it.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
No.
I don't care. I wasn't worried about the size, but my gauge is clearly off
Right.
from the pattern because I probably needed to knit a bigger size and didn't realize it.
Yeah.
And now I've run out of yarn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lessons
Oh, because
never
you're
end.
just going, you're just knitting until you get to a certain length
Yeah,
and knitting
yeah.
Oh, okay, you're winging it.
I was
Oh,
winging it.
Oh, boy.
But
okay.
I forgot about this small problem.
Yeah.
Imagine the devastation.
It's beautiful. Yes.
There is absolutely no way we
Right.
would date. So I'm just really happy the person only ordered 5 of the 6. This is all we have left. But
Yeah.
I do want to extend the invitation to that person that
Whoever you are out there.
if you're
She's making the same color.
if you didn't
exactly
swatch
the same
and-
color. And
yeah.
everything. Yeah, it's beautiful.
it's beautiful.
I want one now, but I can't.
Not out of this
Oh,
yarn.
it's a dandelion seed.
Oh gosh. I actually have a headache now
Why?
from that
Oh,
spider attack.
hothouse flower.
Okay. This is tension.
Okay.
Tension. Okay. So, yeah. So anyway,
I can't believe how perfect that color is with it. Like, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah. I love it. I'm getting hot and now I have mohair on my eye. Okay.
Yeah. So
rough go.
Do we still have the green left?
Yes.
Okay. So we got a new color of Sidsel Haze.
That will go better with the green.
Do you want me to get it?
Yeah, go get it.
Okay. I'm gonna go get it.
I'll wriggle myself out of this sweater. So this would be lovely.
Yeah.
You can make the Sunday cardigan with this. This is
gonna
a new color.
It'll make it a little bit more muted, I guess, right?
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
This sweater. Nice. That might be nice. I mean, this is pretty bright. So this is called Jelly.
Yeah.
We've listed that.
Yeah.
So these are still here. Garfield, Grizzly, and Jelly together. I'll put it in the show notes. Okay. If you want to make a Sunday cardigan. We just really feel like everybody needs one. Yeah. I don't know why. I love it. I couldn't be more happy with it.
I'm going to make one too.
So thankful that ball of yarn was there. I can't tell you.
There would have been tears then.
There would have been nothing I could do.
No.
Limited edition yarn. Anyway, so once again, if you're the person who ordered that and you need more yarn, I have a little bit of that dye lot left over. So if that will help you, I'm just hoping that you actually ordered the correct amount of yarn and weren't foolish like I was. Okay. So my Kate Davies project. Sorry. You gonna say something?
I was going to say something about the cardigan, but now I forget.
You're going to make one? You should.
No, I think I will make one because I want something cozy.
Oh, except it is really on my eyeball right now. But
it doesn't bother me.
Well, it doesn't usually bother me either, but I don't know what that is. Maybe it was that whole spider thing just threw me right off. Okay, this is my swatch for my Kate Davies t-shirt.
Oh, I thought you had more done.
No.
Oh, you were working on your hat.
I feel like I have a lot. I was working on the hat. Yeah. I'm working on the hat. I'm really excited about the hat. So I'm swatching this and, you know.
Because you may have to make an adjustment because of the kit size too.
Swatching is just a good idea.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
It's just always a good idea.
And my flat rock's still there in my bag. I'm going to work on that. And then I didn't get a chance to start the darkness cardigan with the hood. Mm-hmm. But I bet you I will this week.
Yeah.
And then I'll have it. Well, actually, you know why I didn't start it? Because the book sold out so quick.
Yes.
I couldn't even. I mean, I can swatch, but that's about all I can do because the Myth book is gone, but we have more ordered.
Lots, yeah.
Are we listing them now, or are we going to wait until they actually show up?
They've been shipped.
Okay.
I know for sure
they're shipped. Okay, yeah, we will list the Myth book because quite a few people wrote and missed out on that. Yeah. We're very sorry. We really have no idea how much to order. We're learning slowly.
Yeah.
That we haven't been ordering enough.
Well, and also we always want to make sure that when we recommend it, that it's good.
Yeah, but I mean, with Kim Hargraves, you're pretty safe.
Yes, so now we're realizing that we can still make sure and have at least double what we're ordering. Okay. So that's what we're doing.
Those are my whips.
Okay. So I am wearing my sailor t-shirt in you know, whatever. Tribute to my Cornwallis, which I'm not going to bother to show because I'm just doing straight stockinette. But I'm also having a similar problem because I don't want to knit anything else except for this Paisley jacket.
Which is fine.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it too. And I was knitting along. I almost went past the part where I'm supposed to start the decreases.
Wow.
So I'm there. So there's not really much to see. I keep saying we're going to take a picture of mine.
Well, it just had to be big enough to be able to see what you were talking about. Okay.
So now we can do it. Yeah. It's going to be, I'm really, I've been playing with my tension a little bit.
Okay.
Because with the color work, I do two-handed color work, and I just found a really good thing about your steek section is perfect for gauging how your tension is between the two colors.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know. It's just like I'm inhaling. I'm doing an aggressive, what's it called?
Pulmonic.
Aggressive. I go like that and anyway.
It's mohair. Okay.
Yeah. So because I did this little alternating stitch pattern on my steek thing, I always check my tension there to make sure that I'm not having color dominance, because really, you know, I'm holding the blue yarn in one hand, the same hand every round, and the gray yarn in the same hand every round. But I found that because you're doing one, you're throwing, one you're doing continental, that it's you need to check. So I can see the rows where I tensioned with my baby finger, So I was doing a few different things, so I was able to see what worked and everything. So I'm actually learning how to keep better attention while I'm doing this. I just love this project.
Perfect.
So yeah, so that's it. So I'm ready to start my my decreases. And you have these little pearl stitches on the side.
Cute.
And you do your decreases against that. And you have
nice.
your markers and stuff. So the pattern, there's 5 charts, as we said before, but they're really really easy to figure out. Like there's no big mystery about the charts. They're not difficult. The one thing though that I did notice is that I don't know if it's a generality with Europeans or not, but I think the knitting culture, the patterns, they're not spoon feeding you everything on the patterns like I don't want to say modern knitters, but knitting patterns, you have to kind of think a little bit. So the charts, for example, the rows aren't numbered. Most of the,
oh my gosh, I would be hopelessly lost.
Yes. So, I finally gave up and just took my pen and I numbered the rows. Yeah. So for anybody else that thinks that they're doing it, it's not difficult, but give yourself a break. Just take a pen and number the rows, because it does get a little bit confusing, because as I said before, because it has to be symmetrical, your pattern that's easy to memorize goes one way on one side, but it's backwards on the other side. It goes in the other, so your motif goes in the other direction. So just number the rows. I was being stubborn and not doing it because I can do this, until I just finally said, okay, I'm just going to number the rows. And then I'm knitting it like 20% faster.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm not trying to figure out what row I'm on. Just a little tip. So, so that's that. And somebody did ask about a tutorial on chart reading, so we'll be happy to do that, but we'll just, when next time we're ready to do a tutorial.
Okay. We haven't done one in a while. We should do it. Speaking of which, the forum.
Yes.
So are people listed their projects on there? Anyone else?
No.
Okay. Nobody's gone in yet.
People have gone in.
Okay.
I went in and answered a few questions, but we were all anonymous.
Okay. So you can create a little profile in there.
Right.
As much as people like to create more profiles. Because we know what that's like with names and passwords and things. There's too many of them in this world. But I think what we'll do is I'm going to go on the iPad and do a screen record and show everybody a little bit how that works. I hope.
Yeah. Because I was answering questions, but I was anonymous.
Did mine have a name?
Yes, the first one.
Yeah. So I think you can use your credentials for our store.
Yeah. So then I went out and I signed in
into our shop.
But then I couldn't see everything because I wasn't an administrator, I don't think, because I was just a person.
Okay.
Kim Dory.
Okay. Well, that's kind of a you specific problem.
Well,
for people who are
but I
shop on our
all
shop.
The comments.
Okay. Well, we'll sort it out, but we'll show you how to go in.
Yeah. So that's why we beta tested it.
Yeah, well, for sure. I mean, we haven't, but this would be so fun if everybody posted their jackets and stuff. So we'll get it going. We'll get it all sorted out together.
Yeah. So here, and after you've done the spacing and you did your little purl ridge for where it turns over, then you do all your measurements from this little row.
Cute.
So my next row that I'm about to start, I'm doing starting my decreases.
And that's to go up under the arm?
Well,
what are the decreases
for the waist.
Oh, the waist. Okay.
Yeah. So it's perfect.
Okay. Lovely.
I'm really liking it.
I can tell.
Yeah. That's all I want to do.
It looks fun, I have to say.
And I have to say as well, it's not hard to do, but having a conversation with somebody while you're doing it, not on the part where the little squares are, that's no problem. But when you're doing the Paisleys, so I'm doing this a lot in the house at night.
That's unfortunate for the non-knitter. It's hard not to take that personally. Talk to the hand.
Yeah, I'm trying to be polite, but I catch myself. Anyway,
it's a tough situation. That's why I had the knitting nook.
Yeah. Well, then I would just be
back there knitting by yourself. Yeah,
that's right. Anyway,
I got a lot of knitting done.
You can watch TV. It doesn't take that much, but actually answering questions and trying to be engaged. Oh, that's great, honey.
No,
doesn't work.
It's like, remember the yarn harlot.
Yeah.
At Knit East, we were talking to her, Stephanie Pearl McBee, and she said she was in that situation. And then finally she looked at her husband and said, "Why don't you love me anymore?"
Yeah. It was the funniest story. It was a really funny story.
There was more interrupting her knitting.
Yeah, she was doing box pot, like that stitch, that stacked stitches stuff. Yeah. It was really funny.
Okay.
All right. So that's that.
But very funny woman. Stephanie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Cornwall, I have knit on Cornwallis. It's just straight stock in that stripe. So there's nothing to show.
All right.
But there's more tan talk.
Tan talk. Tan talk. You know, we discussed, we're like, we need an opening for tan talk. Because it's just like,
if we can find
like a pug wearing a tam, some sheep running through the fields with tams on, with little Scottish tassels.
I'm sure you can find something.
little tartan scarves and tams.
Crack open the bagpipes. Not really.
This is the opening we envisioned for Tam Talk. Yeah. But of course, we have no time.
We'll describe it to you, and then you can imagine.
Yes, we can never have time for that kind of production value. Okay.
No. So I felt so bad about the tam.
Then we found out Lynette was Canadian, and then it really sunk in.
Yes,
we were like, good God, I hope she's not watching.
Yeah, and I went on her Ravelry page, and she's made a lot of patterns.
Okay.
She's very prolific.
Okay.
And the truth is that the Roman, she also made little gloves or like fingerless gloves that go with it too.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I saw that on her Ravelry page. So it came through. I was scrolling through to see maybe there's another one that I would want to knit one of her patterns. But the truth is, I love that one. It's so cute. So I'm gonna knit it again.
Good.
Yeah, because I think I'll really like it, and I think I might even do it in the same colors that she did, because with the little purple tassels with the green stems, it makes it's perfect the way it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna do it, and Jennifer's gonna dye the yarn for me.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get a good match. We're gonna try. That's another project.
Yeah. So, all right. And now you're having so much fun with your little hat too. So.
I'm loving this hat. And this, I'm using our sock yarn instead of the yarn that's recommended in the book. And we do have those books in stock too. I should link to that below as well, because they're lovely patterns. And it's working out quite well. I think in the end I had to go down like 0.5 millimeter or something. But I'm also a loose knitter, so that could be just the difference between mine and, you know, what's on gauge. I'm never on. I don't have good knitting. I have loose knitting. I'm always loose. So it's actually, our sock yarn works pretty well with those patterns. So you're going to try to knit the Roman hat with our sock yarn. Yeah. In some different colors than we typically make the sock yarn. Yes. God help us. Yeah. Okay.
So we should talk about the show notes, because I saw a comment somewhere about show notes that people...
You hit the down arrow and you get the description.
You have to be where? On the computer?
The computer or your phone?
The phone, you can get the show notes? Okay.
Yeah, just not on your television. Right?
Yeah. If you watch on television, you can't.
You miss a lot.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of information in the show notes. Yeah. So Jennifer writes the show notes, and then I copy them on Ravelry. Yeah. So we list everything there.
Yeah. We try to. Let's forget. Yeah. Everything should be in there.
But it's really, and the comment was, "Oh wow, I saw the show notes. It was the first time the person had seen the show notes." It's really like everything is there.
Yeah. Because occasionally we get this. Well, how do I order this? Well, it's in the show notes. Yeah. You hit a little down arrow. I mean, there's a lot going on the YouTube platform, because they've got advertising, and they've got comments, and they've got recommended videos, and the subscribe button. And I'm not saying it's that easy to figure out, but you need to get up in there and explore a little bit. There's a little arrow that expands the video description box, which we also refer to as show notes. Yeah. And then there's all kinds of information in there about things we're talking about.
I don't usually do it right on the Friday because I forget, but I'm the one that does it on Ravelry, and I just copy the show notes in Ravelry, and we actually take the time to do all the proper links and all of that. I link it in Ravelry the proper way, so we take some time to do it. It's not a small thing.
None of it is small.
Yeah. So everything is there. So if you haven't checked out the show notes and you're wondering about, oh, what did they talk about or whatever, then it is all
like, how do these broads expect me to buy this stuff? You can't find it anywhere. Probably link from the show notes.
Right. And one of the things is we didn't do, I'm not wearing a knitted sweater, but you should say that you have your ranunculus.
Yeah, I think we've done that the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, we didn't do it this time. And you link in your show notes too.
If I remember.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm wearing my ranunculus knit in Elden Lace with Swarovski's added. One of my favorite projects. I do wear this one a lot.
Yeah, you do.
And it's cute. It's about a year ago that I made my ranunculi. And what a year it's been.
It's been a year to remember.
And just, whatever. Let's not get into it. Okay.
Moving on. All right. So is that it?
That's it. That's it. Now we're excited.
All right.
Okay.
Shop update.
Shop update. Okay.
Okay.
So you tell the story of this exciting, and we've seen these colors before, I know, but I'm so attached to this color collection. So let her rip. What is this glorious, beautiful, fine yarn I have here?
So sometimes you have an opportunity that you just have to It comes knocking at your door and you just have to take it. So we have somebody that we know that is very is in the yarn business, works with mills and stuff like that. So I got a call that there was a lot, not a lot, but a lot of well, how would I differentiate what I'm trying to say? There was some
yarn a lot.
Yeah, yarn that was available.
A lot of some yarn.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the end of a mill run or whatever.
Yeah, most likely.
So the yarn was because a lot of the mills are spinning superwash. I said I'm not interested if there's any superwash. It's an untreated yarn.
No nylon either.
No nylon, and it's a single. Very fine. So it's 55% extra fine merino.
Extra fine.
Yeah. Extra fine merino and 45% camel. So I said, yes, I will take it. Send it to, so it was shipped to us and
from
on
Italy.
cones. Yeah. From Italy.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, Jennifer's going to love this.
I love it.
Because it's a dye project, basically.
Yeah. So the thing about it is it's very white.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, of course, merino, they would breed them as white as possible because that's a commercial fiber product that goes into t-shirts and all kinds of things that everybody likes to be able to dye over. But it is not superwash merino.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the feel of it that it's definitely not. But it is very white, almost as white as superwash. And then I don't know what color camel underdown is, but it must be pretty white too.
So it's the undercoat of the camel.
And it's white?
Yeah. Well, I read a few things. I'd have to go and find out exactly where what kind of camel, because there's camelids and then there's like camels with humps. So I'm not sure, because I did read something about camel fiber, but they were actually talking about vicunias, which is actually a type of camelid. Okay. Not a humpy camel.
Right.
So I don't know. Camels are beige, but I don't know if the undercoat is lighter. So they have an outer coat at like a guard hair situation and an undercoat, which is the fiber that's in this. Yeah. It is unbelievably dreamy.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me to be able to dye on something that's white is really, really exciting. So, of course, I went back to my all-time favorite color collection, which is the Meadow collection. And I've done it in all 4 of the semi-solid sort of tonal. They're not semi-solid. They're variegated, I guess. Yeah. So, we have it in Twilight.
Yeah.
Dawning. First Light, which is usually the first to go. So pretty. And Gloaming. And we've listed these, and you can link to them in the show notes. That's the only way to buy it, because I only have 2 dozen of each color.
Right.
And they're going up. They'll be only people who are watching this now, as everybody shuts off their video, can go get some of this. But let's talk about the weight of it. So it's 500 yards for 90 grams.
Yeah.
And hair, like a camelid, as opposed to a wool, tends to be denser and heavier. So it's very fine. Like for 500 yards at 90 grams, this is a lace weight yarn. It's very, very smooth. It's very soft. If you're a lace shawl knitting person, your time has come. Like this is
gorgeous.
Would make the most amazing project. It's so soft to the skin, and it's very fine, and it's a single, which is fun. And so I'm thinking a single in a lace project would have excellent stitch definition. Like with the twist being right there and not being plied.
I think I'll knit a swatch because I am also very interested to see what it's like if you hold 2 strands together.
Yeah, which would be super decadent.
Yeah.
Super decadent.
So
but
it's probably not going to last long enough for me to knit a swatch. No, but if it's successful, then I think it would be worth getting.
Because while I was skeiving it, the wind blew in the window while I was running the thing. I had some drying and the skein winder running, and a skein blew because I dry my yarn in the window, particularly if we're in a hurry. And we just dyed this afternoon, and now we're showing it to you. So I was in a hurry.
Yeah.
It blew into the skein winder. The skein winder caught it. There was a horrible racket. One of the skeins went around the skein winder every which way. Things were falling off. It got snapped into 100 pieces.
And somehow I'm lucky. And somehow I'm lucky because I'm going to have to be able to untangle that.
You're going to get to use that one. Okay. No, I'll untangle it for you.
Oh,
but
good.
You can use that for your swatch.
All right. Just whip that up on my Nosta pen.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's really lovely.
I'm going to show off the colors a little bit more. So that's Twilight.
We should talk about the dyes that we use as well, because I think it's important that people understand.
Well, we use Greener Shades certified organic dye. They're GOTS certified, which is the organic certification body for the textile industry.
Right.
They come from Connecticut, from a lovely gentleman there, Greg of Still River Mill. He owns and runs Belfast Mini Mill equipment the same as we do. Yeah. So yeah, I use his dye. The other thing is the Meadow Collection, if you're not familiar with it, is a gradient. So you can actually knit these in order from Twilight to Gloaming as a perfect gradient. They've been designed that way, so it's perfect for gradient projects, and there are lots of gradient shawl patterns, I'm sure, and lace. So this is Dawning. So this is a purple and bronze pink concoction. So nice. This might actually be my favorite, but it actually isn't the best seller. People typically like Twilight or First Light better. This is First Light. I have 2 of these here for some reason, but and the sheen on this yarn is amazing. Yeah. So this is the First Light colorway, which is a bit of a funny kind of muted rainbow. It's got orange, bronze, green, and blue in it, and a pink. So that's really nice. So people usually really like these colors. And there is a speckled version of each of these that is like a companion, but we didn't really have enough of it to do up the speckle colors this time. But if this goes well, we might try to get more and do the speckles next time.
We decided to give more quantities of the 4 shades instead of spreading it out, and then people have a chance to buy.
Plus, if I make 12 buttercups and no one wants it, then those buttercups could have gone into gloamings that people did want, and we're just trying to keep it simple, and we want everybody to get a fair chance at getting some of what we've shown today, and that's the best way, is to make more and not spread it out too thin. And then this is the final one, Gloaming. And I have to say, this yarn takes the dye quite differently. It was really fun to work with a different fiber. I've never dyed camel before. They're just beautifully muted.
Yeah.
But yet, vibrant. I don't know how, lustrous, but muted.
Yeah, I would say they're more vibrant, but yet it's more graduate. Maybe it's
but there's more white behind it. I found it was a real dye hog. Like it really, I put in the normal amount that I would in wool, and it just seemed to disappear.
Yeah, they're just beautiful. It looks very different.
Yeah, they're just glowing. And this is Gloaming. Speaking of glowing, so
Roman in the gloaming.
So we hope if this tickles your fancy, you get a chance to get some. And if it sells out quickly, we will see if it's possible to get more. It was quite an ordeal ordering something from Italy right at the moment, and international money transfer and all that shenanigan. So since you're barely allowed to set foot in a bank these days,
right? So and I think that this is great because we always say that we like to knit with different things and stuff, but we also like to try and make different things too.
Yeah,
so
it was fun for me to do this today. I mean, it was a bit rushed, but you know, an exotic fiber, camel, superfine merino. We're not going to get that on Prince Edward Island. No. However, it arrived white and on cone. So the local part of it is I've dyed it, and the organic beauty of it is it's dyed organic, organically dyed. All right, so that's Caledonia Camel.
Caledonia is a little area not far from here.
There's Caledonia coffee.
Yes.
Delicious coffee that's made here on the island. So now we have a Caledonia Camel yarn. Yeah. I thought Charlottetown Camel wasn't going to go over.
No.
Cavendish Camel.
Not close enough. Caledonia is close.
Yeah, close right here. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So pick some of that up if you're a lace enthusiast.
Yes.
It's dreamy.
Beautiful. In fact, we have our Jennifer who works with us. Not this Jennifer, another Jennifer. She was just like, she knits our samples, or some of our samples.
As I was taking the stuff out of the dye vat and putting it out to dry, she was like,
what is it?
That's cute. Yeah. Enthusiastic supporter, isn't that so lovely?
Yeah. Okay. So we have a couple new coconuts things.
Well, one new coconuts thing.
Oh, okay.
I think it was the one. Okay. Yeah. This was something that somebody asked us to get
that
we hadn't had before.
I'll be calling you, Janet, if you're watching.
Oh gosh, we should have let Janet know. Okay. It's so cute. It comes in this little drawer box.
Yeah.
And this is a leather cord for holding your stitches. Yeah. So when you put it on scrap yarn, no.
Why use scrap yarn when you can have a beautiful...
Yeah, I wonder if you could crochet a provisional cast on with this
stuff. I would think so.
Okay. So this is quite funky. I mean, who knew that this is how this worked? Who knew how hard it was to open a Ziploc bag? So what you do is you take one of these needle tips. And you actually thread this in here, right? So you take the cord, which I can barely see without my glasses on, but let alone get it in a hole.
There is a hole there.
Okay, so help me. Do you have your glasses on?
No.
Okay. Anyway, I can. Okay, there you go.
It's like a needle tip.
Yeah. So you screw the cord in there.
It's threaded inside.
Yeah, the thing is threaded, so you put it in. Then you've got it attached. Yeah. And then you put to save your stitches.
Pick up all your stitches.
And then you put that on the other end?
No.
Oh. So you can make two.
You can tie it in a knot. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. And then basically it's just like your stitch holder.
Yeah.
But you can use this little handy thing to knit them back off.
That's right.
Without using your big needles and cord. And then when you're done, you can just untwist this.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
That's how that works.
Well, you got that off well.
Kim got it stuck at knit night. Had to be a major surgery. It was really quite something.
I think I twisted it too far.
We had quite the laugh at knit night.
Yeah.
Several of them.
Let's just say there's a shop sample now.
Yeah. Of this. Yeah. She got a little intense with the threading of the cord into the needle tip. Okay, so this is really cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's great because I hate scrap yarn.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It's messy and fuzzy and everything sticks and I just don't like, and then all your loops get so small and you can't really see what, I don't know. Yeah. I think this is great.
Yeah. I think you have to fold it down.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a new thing. So it's officially called the Stitch Holder, Leather Cord and Needle Stitch Holder Kit. Good grief. How am I going to fit that on the title of the website? Okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Beautiful. New thing. And we ordered another new thing, but I made a mistake on the order, so we'll have another new coconuts product next week. I just kind of screwed it up. Okay. Then the other thing that we just wanted to mention, because we haven't talked about them, it must be 2 weeks, because there's like a rush on things, and then people forget about it when we finally manage to get them back in stock. But we have these penannular brooches.
The butterflies
that work like this. You put the thing in and you do that and you twist it and they're lovely. So we now have all...
That was a very... You do this, you put the thing in, you twist it.
I'm going to show it again. So we have the monarch butterflies and the bees. We have some bees left, right?
We reordered. Okay. We ordered up.
Okay, so I'm going to show again how this works. You put it in. You drop that. And then you twist it, and it holds your brooch on.
Yeah.
So these bees are lovely because I know a lot of people wanted them, and then there was a bit of a debacle around the ordering, and now you may think it's hopeless with the bees, but the bees are back.
Yeah.
And then the final thing that we had a waiting list for that we do have in stock now is this dragonfly shawl stick.
Yeah.
Which is
lovely.
Absolutely beautiful. Perfect with a light lace project like what we were just talking about. Gorgeous. So those are all in stock now for brooch people.
Right.
And pin people.
Yeah.
Sorry about
all set.
We're terrible at ordering.
Yes.
We're really trying to get up to speed on how much of stuff we need.
Yeah.
We're not trying to make your lives miserable.
No, we're not. And Earhart shawl, which is next to Jen, we had a kit for that.
Yeah, still back ordered.
Well, we're still back ordered. So we'll let you know.
Yeah,
we're waiting.
It's so beautiful, but the minute it's this white merino lace that we're waiting for.
Actually, I forgot to order it.
I don't know. A bit longer.
No, it was on back order, and then I got one, but I forgot the there is a back order, and the book is back ordered, but on its way.
Nobody's making it.
No,
if that helps.
Yeah. So, but the Rowan is really good about, like, they'll fill the back orders as soon as it comes. So they're waiting for a container to come.
We're always waiting for a container.
Yeah.
Okay.
So coming over the sea.
But again, these are finally in. Yeah. And the bees and the monarch butterflies. Okay. Yeah. The sort of like transportation and supply chain challenges through COVID have never end. You know?
Yeah.
I know people are nervous about their shipments. We're also behind a few days. Again, just a reminder, it takes us up to 2 weeks to fulfill your order because we don't usually put things out of stock unless we think we won't be able to make it within the 2 weeks. And people have been very patient. Some orders have gone out probably 4 or 5 days late, a few. But we're furiously trying to get caught up on the backlog. But we're also, sitting here recording instead of making yarn and all that good stuff. So that's just trying to balance it all, but we'll get caught up soon.
Yeah, a batch of yarn didn't turn out, so we didn't ship it, obviously. So, and things like that. But if you get a tracking number with your shipping, then you'll see that we're pretty quick. The post office is like literally, you get
300 yards.
Yeah, 300 yards. So we're pretty quick to get it there. But there's a central hub in the area in Moncton, Dieppe, New Brunswick, where all the shipments go. There's like all kinds of couriers and postal things that use the same hub. They're behind. So things are getting stuck there.
Behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also when there's a tracking number, we can't see anything more than what you can see.
Yeah.
We're both just logging into the same interface.
Yes. And now Canada Post has a big thing on their thing saying the customer service agent cannot see anything more either. So basically don't bother to call us. Anyway.
It's got a barcode on it.
Yeah.
It's being tracked, so we can't see anything else.
No.
But not that we mind inquiries, obviously.
And we're also, our stuff that we're waiting for is coming late. So things that usually would take a certain amount of time are coming like 3 to 7 days longer, depending. And then other things come just like, I think they've got like a backload of trailers there, and they're just trying to clear them as quickly.
And then some things go shockingly quick.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a bit of a mystery at the moment. But stuff is getting through. Nothing has been lost yet.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Yes. That's right.
So,
all right.
Stay the course.
We get it to you.
Yeah.
We're
an extra appreciation for those whose stuff has taken longer than 2 weeks for us to get in the box.
Right.
We definitely had a little debacle. There was a couple batches of yarn that didn't turn out the way we would have liked, 2 in a row. And then it's like, we're behind.
Yeah. We were kind of doing high fives because we were caught up.
Yeah. And then that's enough to just, put you behind.
Yeah.
Well, and at the time, our employees weren't able to come in and help us get caught up.
Yeah.
Now everyone's back, alternating days.
Yeah.
Things should get a lot better.
Yes, it's already going better.
Yeah, much better. I've got tons of yarn back there to dye. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So if you're waiting on sock yarn, it's coming. Okay.
So the other thing is that we're back in stock with the Myth book.
Yes.
So Myth by Kim Hargraves.
A lot of people missed out on that.
Yeah, but we got lots.
Yeah.
And we also ordered more of the It's a Wrap book by Martin Story.
That poncho is gorgeous in there. The Nestor poncho.
Yes. Yeah. So we weren't out of it. That book, we still had a couple copies, but I did order more. So that's it. Mm-hmm. All right. So ask us anything.
I have to really laugh because not this episode, but the one before. For the mode collection.
Yeah.
I picked some kind of bossa nova music or something to go with the slideshow, and someone commented like that music was really inappropriate for a hat and scarf collection. And I will admit, like, even when I went in and did It's a Wrap, that's on purpose. I like to get a little edgy with the Muzak selection to go with my B-roll, as it's called in YouTubing. I've just learned that's the B-roll. This is the A-roll. Anything you add in the it's a B-roll.
Wow, all right.
So if I pick a bossa nova, I'm like, I have a little chuckle when I put those two together. So it makes me laugh that somebody actually noticed. I know. I was right on the edge. Right on the edge of inappropriate with that bossa nova on the or whatever. It's so funny. Thank you for that comment. That was hilarious.
Are so smart. They are.
Yeah. I just loved it. Yeah. I was like, I know. Yeah. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
So funny.
All right. Okay. So ask us anything. We've had this question before, but we'll answer it again.
Okay.
And it didn't come through the Ravelry line. It came through like an Instagram message, I think. So I didn't write down who asked us, but somebody asked us what we do with the lanolin. You don't want to know what the lanolin looks like.
It's full of poop.
Yeah. So the lanolin that gets washed off the wool, if it was to be collected and used, it would have to be refined somehow because it's mixed with a lot of dirt and. That's
like walking around with Vaseline on your body on your outdoors. Imagine what you would pick up.
Yeah,
that's what it's like.
If you were covered with fur. Yeah,
same time. And ate hay as part of your diet.
Yeah. So
and had horrible toilet habits.
Yeah. And you don't want to know what happens when they go out on pasture.
Right.
All that fresh green grass.
Right.
Anyway, it's lanolin is why you can even get it clean, is because everything sticks to the lanolin, and then we run when we're washing the fleeces, we wash them in water that's hot enough that it actually melts the lanolin, and the lanolin comes off and takes all the dirt with it.
Yeah.
And so however they get lanolin, they do some kind of refining process.
Be something.
Yeah.
Must be quite a process.
Yeah.
But I'm curious how they collect it. They would probably put it under hot water and then cool it and then skim it off the surface.
I don't know what
it's a mystery.
Do. Yeah.
If anyone works in the lanolin industry,
let us know. But we don't do it.
No.
So there's no
lanolin facility for that.
Yeah. It's not a byproduct of our milling process. No. Let's put it that way.
No.
So that's it. And then I just wrote here an update on Nanny's citrus striped sweater.
Right.
That because somebody had the last Ask Us Anything, they had said you had mentioned in your Mother's Day episode that you wanted to rework it, and we made a big long excuse about why we haven't, and somebody has come to the rescue.
Yeah, so the lovely Carla, who's a wonderful customer of ours and also has designed several things in our yarn and knit with our yarn, has agreed to try to adapt Nanny's sweater. Yeah. So we're going to send it off to her. Yeah. I think I need to work a little bit on the yellow color that's going to go into it, Carla, if you're watching. But we will definitely send off the sweater. Mm-hmm. And we'll get started on that. That'll be really fun. Yeah. All right. So thank you, Carla, for reaching out and offering to do that.
A fun project.
Yeah. Well, fun for us. Hopefully she finds it fun. It'll be amazing for us. Yeah. Because the sweater is 100% nylon or acrylic or something. It's not really comfortable to wear. No. So it would be lovely to have another version. In fact, it would be wonderful in this yarn.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It is very fine. I don't think it's quite this fine, but this is really nice stuff. Yeah. Okay, perfect.
All right. So I think that's it.
All right. So we would like to encourage you to leave a comment or at least an emoji below, because that helps our channel grow. And give us a thumbs up if you like the video.
Yeah.
Thumbs down. Meh. If you can leave them. If you feel compelled to give us one. Go for it.
Go for it.
It actually helps us either way.
Yep.
Any engagement is good engagement. So go ahead, give us a thumbs down. Yeah. We don't care. And you can hit the notification bell to make sure you get notified anytime we list a video, one of these videos or a tutorial. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, because we do get more views than subscribes. So we think that there are more people watching it who haven't subscribed. So we're going to nag you now. Yeah. And join our Ravelry group. Yep. There's it's quite active actually, our Ravelry group. And beautiful projects and inspiration and stuff in there. Yeah, there's a thread there to show what you're knitting with our yarns. Fun. And there's lots of chat going on there for the regulars. Perfect. I handle the comments in there. Jen handles the comments on YouTube. Mostly still getting caught up. Technical. Right. About something I'm knitting. Yeah, if they ask you a direct question. Yeah. Okay, have we covered everything? I think so. I think that's it. All right, well, once again, we feel super lucky to have such a wonderful community. We really, really are thankful that you're here. And it's a joy getting to share this time with you all. Yeah. So thank you. Just thank you for being here. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. It's fun for us to get to do this and interact with you all. So yeah, we'll see you next week. All right. Okay. Bye. Okay, so you link to the forum from the very bottom of our website in the footer. There's a community forum link there. You're going to want to log in or create an account. You can see the login button in the middle here. Enter your credentials, and if you don't have any, you can hit the create account button here. Then you're inside. You need to hit the topic just with your finger anywhere to get into the topic. Then you need to hit it again, and you're in that thread. You can comment on the thread by going down to quick reply, entering something, and then hitting post reply. You can control how your name will appear in your replies by going into Manage Preferences. Once you're in there, you can select a nickname for yourself and save it, and you can also add an avatar if you want. Finally, you can log out using the upper right-hand corner logout button. And then you go back to our site.